All right, so welcome back for another deep dive.
Yeah.
This time, we're talking about chaos between mercy and malice.
By Taylor Goode.
Taylor Goode. And let me tell you, this book,
Buckle up.
this book is a wild ride. It's a wild ride through this world where, like, angels and demons,
They're just walking
they're
around.
just, like, right next to us.
Yeah.
But it's not your average, paranormal romance.
Well, no,
It-
it's different. It's what's so cool about this book.
Yeah.
Goode really flips the script on like what you think you know about angels and demons.
Right. Yeah, it's dark.
Yes.
It's funny.
Yes.
And it's just full of those twists that leave you wanting more.
Absolutely.
So, okay, picture this. Jess, our main character,
Okay.
she's about to turn 21,
All right.
and she just wants a normal life.
Who doesn't at 21?
I know, right?
Like, come on.
Like a first kiss, maybe a boyfriend. She even compares herself to Cinderella,
Yeah.
waiting for her prince to just, take her away from her mundane life. But there are hints that Jess, she's not as ordinary as she seems,
No.
you know,
Right from the beginning.
right from the get-go.
Goode sprinkles in these details, little details that they make you question everything.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
She's taking this mysterious medicine.
Yes.
And then her aunt, Naomi, she is just overly protective.
I'm super protective.
It's like she's hiding something.
Like a big
a
secret.
huge secret. It's like there's this tension.
Oh, yeah.
Just building.
Yeah.
Waiting to erupt.
And it totally builds when Jess decides to, sneak out to a party.
Oh, come on.
You know?
Who hasn't snuck out to a party?
I mean, yeah, when you're 20.
Quickly.
Especially when you're 20.
Yeah.
But she meets this guy, Peter,
Uh-huh.
and let me tell you, their first kiss is anything BG ordinary.
Oh.
That's where it takes a hard left turn.
That's when the book takes a hard left turn right into the supernatural.
Yes.
You've got, think about it, you've got vanishing party guests.
Yeah. And screams in the night.
And a 3-headed monster.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
It's intense. Completely throws Jess and the reader for a loop.
Off balance, totally.
Hmm.
And then she wakes up after blacking out,
Yeah.
covered in this, black mist.
What?
And the monster is dead, seemingly by her hand.
Hmm.
And Goode throws in these visual clues,
Oh, yeah.
glowing veins,
Yeah. Yes.
shadows swirling around her
Yeah.
that just, hint at her true nature.
What is going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not long before the peacekeepers show up.
Ooh, the peacekeeper.
No, these are not your, friendly neighborhood cops.
No.
Okay.
No, I'm picturing,
imagine a supernatural SWAT team
yes, oh my gosh.
made up of vampires, werewolves, and angels,
Oh.
all working together to, maintain order in this world that's just teetering on the edge of chaos.
Okay, hold on. Peacekeepers.
Yeah.
So who created them?
What gives them the authority to police this crazy supernatural world? Right. Well, that's part of the mystery that Goode unravels throughout the book, right?
Yeah, okay.
But it's clear that they hold immense power.
Yeah.
And they are feared by humans and supernaturals alike.
Oh, wow.
They operate with this really strict code, and they do not hesitate to take down anyone that they see as a threat.
Okay, so then how does Jess even escape these guys?
I know, right?
Because we're talking about angels descending from the sky.
Yeah, Goode describes them as shooting stars with golden eyes
Whoa.
that see right through you.
Okay, that's some serious firepower.
Yeah, I mean, it's intense.
Yeah.
She just manages to slip through their grasp.
Okay.
But I mean, barely.
Oh my God.
It is a close call.
Wow.
She races home, terrified, desperate for answers.
Yeah.
And that's when her aunt drops the bombshell.
Done.
Yeah, Jess is a demon.
Oof, talk about a family secret.
Her aunt knew this whole time.
Yeah.
And just let her think that she was normal.
Well, Naomi, I mean, she was trying to protect Jess
Okay.
from this world that fears and hunts demons.
Right.
But now the secret's out.
Yeah.
They have to flee.
Okay.
And they try to escape, right?
Yeah.
Through a hidden portal, but things go horribly wrong.
Uh-oh. I have a bad feeling about this.
I know, right?
Yeah?
So Naomi gets pulled into the portal,
Oh, no.
leaving Jess behind to face the Reaper. Now, forget the whole, skeletal figure with the scythe.
Right.
Okay, this Reaper, he appears as, this young man with silver eyes.
Oh, wow.
They're not what you'd expect.
No.
And he's about to take Jess to EXO.
EXO.
Which is this massive organization that, like, deals with all things otherworldly.
Okay, all right, you've got my attention.
Yeah.
So, we've got this demon-powered girl about to enter this whole new world.
Yeah. This is where things are going to get really interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Welcome back. So, last we left off, Jess was in the clutches of the Reaper.
Oh, yeah.
Headed for EXO.
EXO.
Now, EXO isn't some hidden fortress.
Oh.
It's like this massive organization dedicated to keeping the supernatural world in check. And it's hidden in plain sight.
So it's like right under our noses.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's it like inside?
Well, imagine a high-tech facility.
Okay.
Where, like, vampires get their synthetic blood.
Oh, wow.
Werewolves, like, train to control their transformations.
Right.
And you might just see a fairy flitting down the hallway.
Oh, my gosh, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's like a melting pot of, like, all these supernatural beings all just trying to coexist.
Right.
And Jess is about to get a crash course in this new reality.
Talk about being thrown in the deep end.
Great.
Jeez, so what's her reaction to all this?
At first, she's treated less like a recruit.
Okay.
And more like a specimen under a microscope, you know?
Yeah.
They're fascinated by her powers.
Right.
Especially after that whole, you know, three-headed monster incident.
Oh, yeah, of course. Of course.
They want to understand, like, what makes her tick.
Right.
And why her magic seems so different.
So they just, like, stick her in a lab and run tests on her?
Well, not exactly.
Okay.
She does have to sit through this, like, ridiculously cheesy educational video about, supernatural history.
Well, come on, seriously. I can just picture it.
I know, right?
Like grainy footage.
Yes.
And like a narrator with a voice that could put you to sleep.
Oh, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. The video actually drops some pretty fascinating information.
Okay, like what?
You find out that vampires weren't always seen as the blood-sucking villains, you know, that we know from, like, lore and stuff.
Yeah.
Some of them even fought alongside humans and angels in, like, a past war against demons.
That flips the script.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so who does she meet during her time at EXO? Anyone we should, like, keep an eye on?
Oh, there are some definite standouts.
All right.
There's Zach. He's an angel who is so ridiculously sunny and charming. You can't help but smile when he's around.
Oh.
You get the feeling that angels like him are pretty rare, even in a place like EXO.
Right.
He's actually the one who offers to take off Jess's handcuffs when she arrives.
Oh, wow.
Which says a lot about his character.
An angel with a rebellious streak.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Who else?
Then there's Mallory. She's a vampire.
Okay.
With a sense of smell that could rival a bloodhound.
Oh, wow.
She's, like, sharp, intuitive, and picks up on something different about Jess right away.
Oh.
And, of course, there's Guy, the Reaper.
Oh, yeah.
Who brought Jess to EXO.
Right.
In the first place.
Yes, the pajama-wearing Reaper.
Yes.
You mentioned that earlier. I did. I have to know more about him. Like, what's the story there?
It's one of those things that, like, you just tilt your head and go, huh? Yeah. You know, he's powerful, observant. You definitely wouldn't want to cross him.
Yeah.
But then you see him, like, wandering around EXO in his pajamas, and it just throws you off.
That's not the image that comes to mind when you think Reaper.
Not at all.
Like, not at all.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's training like in EXO? Is Jess, like, sparring with werewolves and deflecting, you know, angel blasts?
Oh, it's not quite like a superhero movie scene or anything.
Okay.
But it's definitely intense.
Right.
She's learning to harness her powers, which are proving to be, like, way more complex than anyone anticipated.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she keeps blacking out.
Oh, no.
And her magic seems to be this strange blend of light and darkness.
Hold on. Light and darkness.
Yeah.
That, like, goes against everything we think we know about those forces, right?
Right.
So what does that even mean for Jess?
Well, that's the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
It's clear she's not just, like, a typical demon.
Right.
There's something more to her.
Yeah.
Something potentially very powerful.
Yeah.
And it's stirring up, like, a lot of fear and suspicion within EXO.
Okay.
She even faces some prejudice from this group called the Purifiers.
Purifiers? But, like, are they like a supernatural cleaning crew or something?
Hardly. They're this faction within EXO that believes demons are, like, inherently evil and need to be eliminated.
Oh.
They see Jess as a walking threat.
Wow.
Yeah, and their presence creates this, like, constant tension wherever she goes.
Okay, so she's facing danger both inside and outside of Exile.
Pretty much, yeah. And then, there's this whole forbidden romance brewing.
Oh, yeah.
Between her and Zach.
Is that going anywhere?
Well, their connection is electric, especially during training. It's like watching two forces of nature collide, but angels and demons aren't supposed to fraternize, and the consequences could be, like, really dire.
Oh, yeah.
But, there's also a bigger threat on the horizon.
Wait, what threat?
You can't just leave me hanging like that.
I know, right?
Okay, well, remember that three-headed monster that kind of landed Jess at Exo in the first place? It wasn't like a random attack. It was orchestrated by this powerful necromancer.
A necromancer.
Who's been, like, reanimating corpses and creating these terrifying creatures called ghouls.
Ghouls, that's straight out of, like, a horror movie.
It is.
Oh, my gosh.
And this necromancer has his sights set on Jess.
Oh, boy.
Let's just say things are about to get messy.
Okay, listeners, you are not going to want to miss the final part of this deep dive.
No.
We'll be back in a flash to unpack the climax of chaos between Mercy and Malice.
Absolutely.
Don't touch that dial. We're back, and things are about to get really real.
Oh, yeah.
In this world of chaos between Mercy and Malice.
Absolutely.
We left off with this necromancer, Clay, lurking in the shadows.
Right.
And a whole lot of questions about Jess's true nature.
Yeah.
And her connection to this mysterious villain.
It's in this final act that Goode really, like, ramps up the tension. And the stakes.
Oh, yeah.
Jess is just caught in this whirlwind of, like, danger and uncertainty, just trying to navigate this new world while facing threats from both inside and outside Exo.
And let's not forget about those, like, forbidden sparks flying between her and Zach.
Yeah.
That's a powder keg just waiting to explode.
Oh, absolutely. Their connection adds this whole other, like, layer of complexity to the story. It's this constant push and pull between, like, duty and desire. Light and darkness.
Light and dark.
But let's talk about Clay.
Yeah, Clay.
Remember how we mentioned he was invading Jess's dreams?
Oh, yeah.
Well, it gets, like, even creepier. He starts leaving her, like, these cryptic messages, trying to plant seeds of doubt and, like, sway her to his side.
Oh, wow.
He even leaves her a ring as a symbol of their, like, supposed connection.
Okay, that's unsettling. I would be freaking out if some, like, creepy necromancer was messing with my dreams.
It's like psychological warfare.
Yeah.
And Clay is a master manipulator.
Yeah.
He preys on Jess's, like, insecurities, her longing to belong.
Yeah.
He wants her to believe that they're, like, two sides of the same coin.
Okay.
That power is the only thing that matters.
Right.
In a world that has, like, shunned them both.
So it sounds like Clay is more than just your, like, typical, mustache twirling villain.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He has depth, a twisted sense of empathy that makes him both compelling and dangerous.
Right.
You can almost, like, understand his motivations, even if you don't agree with his methods.
Right.
And then there's the attack on the train.
Oh, man, that scene.
So intense.
Talk about claustrophobia and chaos.
Yeah.
You've got Jess, Guy, and a bunch of other Exo trainees trapped on this speeding train. And a ghoul boosts through the roof.
Oh, yeah.
It's like something out of a nightmare.
Goode does not hold back on the, like, visceral details. You can practically hear, like, the screech of metal, feel the panic rising as this, like, grotesque creature tears through the train car.
Oh, my gosh.
And, like, amidst the chaos, Clay seizes his opportunity, pulls Jess aside to reveal a truth that will, like, shatter her world.
Okay, spill the beans. What does he tell her?
Clay drops a bombshell. Jess isn't just any demon. She's the daughter of a demon lord.
What?
This revelation just, like, rocks Jess to her core. It's like everything she thought she knew about her family, her past, was a lie.
No wonder she feels like the rug's been pulled out from under her.
Right. And Clay uses that to his advantage.
Oh, of course he does.
Pushing her to, like, embrace her lineage, her power.
Right.
He sees it as her, like, birthright, her destiny to rule alongside him.
Yeah.
But there are others who believe Jess can forge her own path. Remember Guy, the Reaper, who seemed so, like, detached?
Yeah.
Well, he steps in to protect Jess, even if it means defying his own kind.
That's a huge twist, the Reaper, who's supposed to be like this neutral force. Take sides.
Yeah.
and risks everything for Jess.
Yeah.
What does that tell us about him and his feelings for her?
It's like a pivotal moment in the story.
Yeah.
One that reveals a depth to Guy we hadn't seen before.
Right.
He sees something in Jess.
Yeah.
A spark of goodness.
Okay.
That defies her demon heritage.
And he's willing to fight for that, even if it means sacrificing his own power, his own existence.
It's a big deal.
Okay, so we've got a Reaper defying his nature.
Yeah.
An angel battling his superiors. And a demon struggling to control her powers.
Yeah.
Where does it all lead?
That's the beauty of this book. You think you know where it's going.
Right.
But good throws, like curveball after curveball.
Yeah.
There's a final showdown.
Okay.
A sacrifice that'll leave you breathless.
Oh my gosh.
And a revelation about Jess's true nature that changes everything.
You're killing me with the suspense.
I know, right?
I need to know what happens.
Let's just say Jess's journey is far from over.
Okay.
Chaos between mercy and malice is just the beginning.
All right.
It's the first book in a series. And trust me, you're going to want to devour every single one.
Well, listeners, we've taken you deep into the world of chaos between mercy and malice.
We have.
But like any good deep dive, we've only scratched the surface.
It's true.
There's so much more to uncover.
Oh, yeah.
Intricate world building.
Yes.
The complex characters. The heart-stopping twists and turns.
Absolutely.
It's a story that will stay with you long after you finish that last page.
It really will.
It makes you think.
Yeah.
It makes you feel.
Yes.
And it leaves you craving more.
If you're looking for a book that will keep you on the edge of your seat, make you question everything you thought you knew, and leave you begging for the next installment, then you need to check out Chaos Between Mercy and Malice.
Absolutely. So go grab a copy.
Yeah.
Dive in.
Yes.
And let us know what you think.
We'd love to hear from you.
We'd love to hear your theories and reactions.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. And remember, there's always more to explore.
Happy reading.
Happy reading.